Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm diving into something a bit different, 10 things I've completely stopped buying. As some of you might already know, I'm not really a fan of traditional saving. Don't get me wrong, saving has its place, but I believe in a smarter approach, spending less so you can invest more. Saving alone won't get you as far as you think, but when you cut back on the right things and let your money work for you, that's where the magic happens. It's been a game changer for me. I'm able to keep more money every month without feeling like I'm giving up the good stuff in life. Let's get into the list. First up, books. I love reading, always have. It's one of the best investments you can make in yourself, building up that bank of knowledge that no one can ever take from you. Unlike material things which can wear out or go out of style, knowledge is yours forever. I still keep my all-time favorites in hard copy, but I've moved on from buying physical books for everything. These days, I either grab a digital copy on my Kindle or rent it for free through an app like Libby. No clutter, no extra expense, and I'm still getting the same value from my reading habit. Number 2, a brand new car. If you don't have the money for it, don't do it. I mean, the second you drive that shiny new car off the lot, it's already lost about 10% of its value. Fast forward a couple of years and it's down by 60%. Now I get it. There's something special about the smell and feel of a brand new car. But is that experience really worth the financial hit? Instead, I'm waiting, investing that money in assets that actually grow. Later on, if I still want a new car, I'll be in a better place to afford it without the sacrifice. Number 3, souvenirs. I love to travel. Flights, hotels, new experiences, all that's staying on the list. What's not? Souvenirs. You see, after a while, they just become clutter. I live in a small apartment, and I don't need shot glasses from every single place I've visited piling up in my cabinets. Instead, I've started keeping an online journal. Since 2016, I've been jotting down my memories after each trip, and let me tell you, that journal holds way more value than any keychain or magnet ever could. Number 4, upgraded tech. Tech companies pump out new gadgets faster than we can keep up with, and it's easy to get caught in the upgrade cycle. When I first got an Apple Watch, it was amazing, a real boost to my happiness and health. But a year later, I spent more money on a new version, and the increase in happiness was... Now, I always stop and ask myself, is that slight upgrade really worth the price tag? More often than not, it's better to spend that money on experiences or things that actually bring joy. Number 5, items on sale. Sales are tricky, aren't they? It feels like a win. 20% off here, 30% off there. But let's be real, it's often just a mental trap. If you were already planning to buy that jacket and it's marked down from $200 to $140, okay, you save some money. But if you're buying it because it's on sale, then you're still $140 out of pocket for something you didn't need. Sales are designed to make you justify spending, but in the end, the only one winning is the store. Number 6, investments I don't understand. This one is huge. It's not about buying per se, but I've stopped putting my money into things I don't fully grasp. It's tempting to follow the crowd, especially when a financial advisor tells you it's a good move. But at the end of the day, it's your money. You should have at least a basic understanding of where it's going. No one is going to care about your financial future as much as you do. And there you have it, 6 key things I've cut back on. These changes have freed up more of my income without feeling like I'm missing out. Instead of spending on things that depreciate or clutter my life, I'm focusing on investments that grow and experiences that enrich my life. What about you? What's one thing you've stopped buying? Let's chat about it in the comments. Number 7, fast fashion. In one of my previous videos, I casually mentioned that I hadn't bought a single piece of clothing in the last 6 months. To my surprise, this raised a few eyebrows. I used to be a regular at fast fashion stores like Forever 21, Misguided, Boohoo, you name it. But when I look at my closet now, not a single one of those items has survived. I spent so much on clothes I only wore a few times before they started to unravel or went out of style. Lesson learned. These days, I'm all about quality over quantity. If something feels great and lasts, I don't mind spending more on it, even if it's pricier than what I would have paid for a trendy fast fashion item. It's not just about durability, though. Having fewer clothes actually clears my head. I'm no longer wasting mental energy on deciding what to wear. I rotate between a few tops when I record my videos, and it's one less thing I need to worry about. Number 8, anything high maintenance. Let's talk beauty routines, nails, lashes, hair dye. I've cut all of that out. Don't get me wrong, I love the results, but the maintenance? Not worth it. The price, sure, but more importantly, the time. Sitting there for an hour getting my nails done meant I couldn't do anything else. No work, no multitasking. And that hour, I could have been using it to do something productive, something that actually moves the needle for me. Now let me be clear. I don't apply this time value thinking to everything in my life. I'm not calculating the cost of spending time with friends or family or going on date nights. That would be a bit much. But when it comes to things like beauty routines that feel more like a chore than a pleasure, I've decided it's just not worth the time or money. Number 9, a prenup on presents. This Christmas, I'm signing a different kind of prenup, a no unnecessary present pact. Every year, we spend so much on gifts for people we rarely see, and honestly, with the cost of living skyrocketing and the longest recession in UK history looming, it feels like it's time to reevaluate. According to Finder.com, the average Brit spends £548 on Christmas gifts, and in the US, it's even higher, $990. It's not that I'm anti-gift. It's just that we've turned it into a ritual. I often receive things I don't need and then feel obligated to give something back. Instead, I think there are more meaningful ways to give, ones that people will appreciate without feeling the pressure to spend out of habit. Number 10, unnecessary spending out of ego. Here's the core of my mindset. I'm totally fine spending on things that genuinely bring me joy or add value to my life. But I refuse to spend just because it's a habit or because my ego tells me I need to impress someone. If you cut out spending driven by these two things, habit and ego, you'll be in a much better place financially. Every financial decision I make, I weigh as a trade-off. If I'm about to spend money on something that's going to lose value, I ask myself, is this worth giving up a slice of my financial freedom? For example, is spending an extra $5,000 on a nicer car worth sacrificing the potential gains I could make by investing that money, educating myself, or building long-term wealth? More often than not, the answer is no. Thanks for tuning in. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you in the next one.